Hello, all, and welcome for today's session. I hope you did your homeworks. Okay, there is Ahmed and Amal. You didn't do your homework. I haven't received it yet. So if you did, please send it to me on WhatsApp. And if you need any help, don't hesitate to just address me and send me a message. Tell me what is the problem. Okay, let's hit it. Just a second. I'm going to share with you. Okay, now, can you see the screen now? Okay, very well. Okay, guys, I hope you brought your coffee with you, a big cup of coffee, okay? Because our session today is going to be a little longer than before. Okay, so what do you think these pictures are? Very good. Okay, this is the IELTS task 1 on the writing section. But what kind of pictures these are? Yes, a pie chart. And what else? Okay, very good. A line graph and a map. Okay, very good. We're going to discuss each separately in sessions, each type we're going to discuss separately. So for today, we are going to have something else. But first, let us discuss those questions together in the breakout rooms. I'll give you 3 minutes. I want you to tell me why is it important that we understand the pictures or those pictures that you have just saw. And what is the purpose of these pictures? Why are these pictures created in the first place? Have you done one yourself before? For like a research purpose or a presentation? Okay, very good. Okay, now I will send you for 3 minutes. I'll stop the recording, and when we get back, I will record again. Don't forget to take a screenshot. Don't forget to take a screenshot. Okay. Okay. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Just a second to share the screen with you once more. Everyone can see it? Okay, great. Okay. So, I've heard you discussing, but let us sum it up. So, our colleagues who's not here today can just like hear this recorded session and know everything. So, the importance of understanding those pictures is because those pictures tell us a detailed information, data that is gathered around the years, days, months, or whatever. And they just show us what happened and make us predict the future. what is going to happen to a certain product or something. Yes, the purpose of those pictures or these pictures are um we I have just said it. Yes, I just said it. Yes, it's to tell us the data, the information we need. And they are created to sum up a lot of written work. So if you're working in a company, a factory, or whatever, and you are just like, each year you give like um, a detailed record for something like your sales, your brushes, your yes, very good. Yes. So you got all of this data each year from your colleagues, your supervisor, your head office, and you send it to the headquarters to just like summarize it, analyze it, and say which product is good and which is not good. How are we going to make it better, make the sales better, and everything. Yes, Aya, you did this in your research for the college. Okay, good. And Ahmed too, you did it for the finance stock. Okay. So most of you have done those graph line before. Me, myself, I did it in college as well to analyze some movements and some stuff. Okay, good. So let's hit the next slide. So here, these are some words. Let us check some things first before we go through the writing. First, the vocab. We have a group of vocabulary words here. I want you to match those groups with the sentence above in the green box. I'll give you 2 minutes. And I want you to send it to me in the chat box, please. Your answer, yes. Just write the A and the number you have chosen for it. If I did the first one with you, that won't be a revision on the vocab lesson we took before. So we took those words before. So this is like a revision to you. Okay, Ala. Okay, no worries. The session is recorded. You can see it whenever you have time on your own pace. Very good. Okay. So I'm waiting. Okay, very good. So let's do it together. What about number A? So which number will you choose? Yes, it's 5. Downward. Very good. And number B. Okay. Very well. Okay, relative change. Number C. Remember this one? Good job. Good job. Okay, it's stabilizing or stability. Okay, number D now. Yes, it's a fluctuation. So, Ala, fluctuation means going up and down, and you have to view the recorded lesson again, okay, to keep it up. This is an important lesson as well. So this session will be like the building of your writing in any task one, pictures, graph, by whatever. This is the main formation of it. Very good. Okay. Yes. Number E will be upward trending. Very good. Okay. Let's hit the next slide. So here we're going to check some grammar structures. So we agreed before that IELTS tests your grammatical information. So I'm not giving you a grammatical structures here. Yes, because it depends on the picture you have and the information provided. So you have to look at the data and decide whether it's a past, future, present, and then use the correct structure. But those two sentences I have here is like the main structure in writing, so if you memorize those structure, you will get any task one trending stated correctly. Okay, so what about the first sentence? What will you choose? Please write in the chat box. I just adjusted to get the answer myself. It's not for everyone, so I will get the answer from each one of you. Perfect. Good job. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, now let's see the correct answer. Okay, for the first one, it's a subject, verb, adverb. Do you remember where is the stress in here? It's just for you. I know. You won't get it for a speaking or something, but what if you needed that in your work? Yes. For Ahmed, for example, he is working in the stock. So he might need those structures somehow. Yes, very good. The verbs. Very good. Very well. So now you know the structures. Those structures, try to memorize those forms. Okay, so whenever you get a task one writing, use those. Those will be a great help to describe the trends. Yeah. Okay, Ella. The trend means the awesome thing, the thing that is well stated in the graph. Yes, like a trend in Facebook and yes, TikTok. That's it. Okay, you got it. Okay, as I told you, you can use it to describe most trends in a line graph or even in a bar chart, but keep it in the line graph. Now we're going to discuss more the other types. So these are some examples to check. Very good. Yes, the structure used. Yes. Okay. So now, what is this? I know it's a line graph, perfect, but what kind, We're not here yet, but I want you to just like, yes, predict it. Very good. Okay, so where is the x-axis and the y-axis in this picture? Yes, very good. A use for a daily use? Or why we use it? Okay, to state data. What else? In the finance. Perfect. What else? Yes, very good. Let's see the answers here. Okay, so it's a line graph used to track the over. Sorry for that. Just a second. Go back here. Yes, very good. Okay. Yes, it's a line graph used to track changes over a different period of time. So that's why we call it a line graph. Okay. So now we have a answer of one of the candidate. I numbered it for you so you can just join. Yes, the ABCD to 1 to 3. I won't tell you that. So you have 4 choices, 3 paragraphs. You have to decide yourself. You have 2 minutes to read. So do we have to read all or just like yes, scan it quickly to get the general idea. Very good. Good answers. You got it, May. You got it. Very good. Okay. Wow, you're all of you are great students. So let's see here the answers. Okay. So do you think that he did a good job here? Yeah, he didn't. Why? Why do you think so? Yes, because he just like smashed the paragraph together. Yeah, the paragraphs are smashed together. Very good. Okay, now I will let you do this exercise by yourself. But first, take a screenshot here. Okay, very good. No, no, we're not gonna write now. I'm gonna give you another task. Okay. So here's the task. I want you to read the answers again specifically and click or tick in this box. Okay, good job. Oh, sorry. So I will give you like 4 minutes. I'll stop the recording. And then when we come back, we will check it together. Okay. I send it in the chat box, both the question and the task. So you have it now. Good job. Okay. Here we go. So welcome back, everyone. Just a second. I will share with you. Okay. Okay. Can you all see the screen? Perfect. Okay. So what do you think about number 1? Did the writer directly answer the question? Yes, he did. Very good. And what about number 2? Yes, there's no spell mistakes. What about number 3? Is there any grammatical mistakes? Yes, very good. And number 4? Yeah, I missed some punctuations here. Very good. And number 5? Yeah, do you remember the lesson we took before? Yes, about these sentence structures. So let's do this together. Okay, so where is the first sentence. Okay. So where's the symbol sentence? Yeah, I want you to point a one for me. Okay. But here in this sentence, he used like what? He used the word and in here. So the word and gives us which type? Yes, the compound sentence. Very good. And the other one? Yes. Okay. Can you find it? No, this one is a complex sentence. But why? Can anyone tell us why this is a complex compound sentence? Yes, very good, because he used it here in this range. Yes, he used it in this range. He used although. Very good. He used the comma instead of and then. And he used what else? Yes, however. Very good. This word here is like because. Yes, very good. Okay. So you haven't told me the symbol sentence yet. Yes, this one. Very good. So he used the range of sentences. Very good. Okay, now. Yes, you got them all right. Very good. So here is the key answer. Just let me erase those annotations. Very good. Can you spot the notes here? So you have in the last, yes, the last row here, I wrote like the wording is like 211. So how many words do we have to write? Perfect. 150 less. Yes, very good. So the less number you are going to write in is 150. So you couldn't write lesser than this, but you can write above it. Very good. So will the examiner like cut you off or give you a less mark for writing over 150? Very good. He won't. But it has to be a coherent and cohesive writing. Yes, very good. Just a second. So let's hit the next slide. So now let us construct the line graph. What do I mean by constructing the line graph? What do you think? Yes, very good. So we are going to look at the details of the line graph. Very good. So a line graph, as we said before, yes, the x-axis is the horizontal and the y-axis is the vertical. Or it could be the opposite, right? Yes. Okay, before I said like the x is the vertical and the y is the horizontal. So why didn't you correct me then? Yes, we decided that throughout the lesson, I'm going to give like a false information and we are going to correct it along the lesson. So I want to see you awake. Okay, very good. Okay. So we agree now that the X is the horizontal and the Y is the vertical. Very good. So the line graph, as we agreed before, it gives us information. This is like an example. You will get this slide. No need for reading it. So the first kind or type of the line graph is a symbol line graph. Yes, it contains only one line. So when you see only one line, and this is the simplest picture you can get in IELTS. Most of IELTS exams contains more than one line. So if you get this one, you are just lucky. Okay, and then we have the multiple line graph. It could be two or more according to the type of data that is given. Yes, they will tell you a key for this. Like the red one states this thing, the purple states this, the green states that. Yes, they will tell you, don't worry. And finally, we have the compound line graph. This is the most hard one to just analyze because they are like the multiple, but over each other. So you can see in the previous slide, we have the three lines, but they are not over each other. So you can see each one clearly. Yes. But this one has multiple, like 5 of them, 5 lines. Yeah, they will give you like this. Yes, yes. Don't worry. So they will give you, if they give you this chart, you will have to look clearly and carefully on the colors because the colors will mainly be the same, but yeah, graded. Yes. Like here you can see the red or the orange is red. Yes. And going above. Yes, yes. This one gives you the quantity across all the lines. So they have to put it over each other so they can see the variety. Very good. So we stated before we have the x-axis and the y-axis. And also we have the title of the graph. They will give you the title of the graph. And legend, which explains each dependent variable. Like, for example, clothes, shoes, stores, something related to each other. Yes, the data you are going to analyze. And the data which is on the line, on the vertical line. Yes, the dates. Very good. And finally, we have the line itself. So the line could be moving up, down, or stable. So what we call, what is the word for going up and down? Yes, fluctuation. And we have a lot of words for the down indication and the rise indication and the stabilizing indication. Very good. So we took all this before and I'm just reminding you with it. Now, how to write. Yes, this is the important part. I know. I know you all are waiting for this part. Yes. Okay. So first of all, we have to analyze the task. We have to analyze the graph we're having. Yeah, of course. I'm going to tell you everything. Don't worry. Don't be ahead. Just like, stay stable. Yes, calm down. We're going to take everything, and by the end of the lesson, you will be able to write clear essay. Very good. Second thing, you are going to write the introduction, then the overview, the 1 and 2 body paragraphs, and finally, before the check your essay, there is one thing I wanted you to just remember it, just write it down. Yes, write it down in your books, in your notebooks even. It's the overall view. No, it's not like essay 2. Essay 1, the overall view is like you're summing up all of the things you have analyzed. It's like the overview, but in the end, and you're just stating something you missed, something you realized. But remember, don't put your opinion in this essay. Yes, the first task doesn't need your opinion at all. It just needs you to analyze what you're seeing. State it. Give me what you're seeing. Just like, remember this note? You are the one who has a general and great idea about what you're looking at. And I'm a simple, humble person who doesn't know anything about this picture. So you're writing to me. So when I read it, I will be able to understand what is this picture all about. Yes, this is the main idea of this task. So how to analyze? First of all, you have to state the peak points. We took peak before. Do you remember? Yes. The peak point is the big points. Sometimes you have only one peak. Sometimes you have 2 peaks. Just like 1 and 2. Yes. Sometimes you only have 1. In this case, you have a stable peak. Yeah, it gets from this point to this point. But some other graph lines, you have like 1 going up and down and up and down. So you have to state which is the biggest peak. Yes. And which is the less peak. And then you have to write the similar ones. So we have here this one and this one almost the same. So we have this one and this one almost the same. This one is the least, and those 2 are stable in the peak. Very good. Just let me erase this one so you won't get missed. Okay. So what do you have here differently? Yes, we have this one, this point. Very good. This point is different from any other. So we have the least, the opposite, and we have the similars. Very good. Now to describe, let's look together at this point here. When you are going to the next point, what are you doing here? You're rising or falling? Yes, you're rising. So we are going to use the rising group of words. And this one is what? Yes, falling. So we are going to use the fallen group of words. Of course, whenever you are going to use those words, remember that they are staged according to your level in English. So if you use the word fell, this is a B1. Reduce is a B2. Decrease is A. Yes, declined is B2 and above. And also we have another words. Like I told you have to research. In the vocab lesson, I told you have to research and give me the homework. Yes, very good. Okay. So we have here from this point and this point, they are almost the same. So we are going to use those group of words. Very good. So now you know how to analyze. You don't have to remember all of those words. Just like use 2 or 3. Just memorize 2 or 3 from each group. Yeah, you choose. No one is like telling you to choose something. You are the one capable of memorizing. So you are the one who's going to choose which is suitable for. Okay. So don't, I stated here all the words for you, just like to know them. After we analyzed the picture, we got the big, the least, the slightly together, and we got the rising and the fallen. So this process won't take like 5 minutes or something. You have 20 minutes to write. If you did this in the beginning, when you take the exam papers, you will be like 15 minutes. A writing time is suitable for you. Okay, so we got over this one. Now to write the introduction. So this is the tricky part. When you're writing the introduction, it's like you have to write the question, but in another words. They are helping you. They are giving you the introduction, but you have to write it in other words. So we have 2 methods of how to write the introduction. The first one is using a synonym phrases. Yes, like choose some of the words and change them. But what if you don't know any synonyms? Yes, change the structure. Yes, and give a detailed information. But don't use it all. Just like use the range from the first point to the last point. Yes, and state the data they are giving, like how I gave you the example here. Yes, very good. Now for stage 3 or step 3, write the overview. So the overview is just like you're giving me a general idea about the picture in front of you. So first of all, you have to identify the 2 most prominent point. Yeah, the highest thing. Or the lowest. If you don't have 2 highest, you give the high and the low. Very good. Give and identify line significant increase and decrease. Yeah, don't give all, just give the most increasing point and decreasing point. Very good. Very good. Okay, in here, you should remember that don't write numbers. Yes, in this point of the essay, we don't write numbers. We just like stating the highest and the lowest. You can write the name, but not the number. Yeah, like the name of the year or the name of the data they are giving you, like carbohydrates, oxygen, clothes, something like this. Very good. We are going to write like 1 or 2 sentences here. The first sentence will give us the, very good. It will describe the features, like there is a fluctuation, there is an increase, there is a decrease. Yes, and the second one will give us the feature of the second thing you're noticing. So there's a decrease and increase. There's a fluctuation, I mean. So this is a fluctuation. So we took the fluctuation of the first sentence. What about the second sentence? Is there a stability, for example? Yes, we are going to state it. And please use the word in addition, furthermore, and the other group of words for those. Yeah, to give you a higher mark. Very good. When you're linking the two sentences together, just like don't give the first sentence and put a full stop and that's it. This is a simple sentence. And don't use and but. This is a weak form. It will give you less mark. Of course, if you use a complex structure, it will give you a higher mark. So stage 4, we are going to state the body paragraph first and the second one. Each one of them contains 4 to 5 sentences. Sorry. Yes. Okay, like it depends on the line graph. So if you have only one line graph, one line in the graph, you will set like 4 or 5 sentences in one body. But if you have more, you are going to state more. Very good. Now we have 2 methods as well. The first method is apply this method to essay. Yes. Very good. Very good. Okay. First of all, we're going to state the first sentence we took. Yes, and put it down, but in other words. Very good. Everything in IELTS is using other words. Yes. So you get the first sentence you have wrote on the overview paragraph and you put it back in the body one, but with synonym or different structure. Then describe it. Yes. Okay, but remember in the first paragraph, you have to describe from the highest to the lowest. Don't do differently. You choose the highest and compare it to the lowest. Very good. For the second paragraph, yes, we're going to take the sentence number 2 and put it in the second paragraph. And what we're going to do here? Yes, synonyms. Paraphrase the sentence. Very good. But in the second paragraph, you're going to compare from the beginning to the end. What happened to the line? So in the first paragraph, we are comparing the points, the fluctuation, the stability, the rising, the falling. But in the second paragraph, we are comparing from the first thing to the last thing. What happened to the line? Very good. Okay. Yeah. The second method, it needs a little bit higher level in English because it contains a little bit description. You are going to describe in more detail. Yeah. So here we are going to divide the data we got into two groups, the increasing one and the decreasing one. Very good. The first paragraph, we are going to say about the increasing trends from the beginning to the end. And in the second paragraph, we are going to describe the decreasing trend from the first to the last point. Very good. So I used this method. I find it much easier than stating everything in yes. Yes. Yes, of course. You can do 3 body paragraphs, but it will be a little long. You only need 150 words, and it's only 20 minutes. You have to save more time for the task 2. Okay. Yes, you will get the minutes all together. They won't be separated. They will give you the papers for the writing task all together, task 1 and task 2. So if you accomplished your task 1 in less minutes, you will be saving more for task 2. You just have to practice. Okay, now, after you did everything, the introduction, the overview, the body paragraphs, you have to check your work. So, first of all, avoid the personal opinion. So, you don't give your opinion. There is no room for that. You just give and describe what is in front of you. I don't need your opinion. I want you to tell me what is in the picture. I want to understand the picture. Okay. Very good. Delete the unnecessary information. So if you have 2 points that are the same, don't say, for example, clothes gives like blah, 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 and shoes gives blah, blah, blah. They are the same. So say clothes and shoes gives blah, blah, blah. Do you get me here? Yeah, very good. Don't over describe what is written. I want the least you can give me. I don't want to read much. I want to read less and understand the picture. Yeah, don't describe everything. Just describe the highest, the lowest, and if there is a fluctuation or stable. Yes, very good. Yes, avoid the overcrowding sentences. Yeah, don't write too much timing, locations. Just write the information you've got. And of course, don't misuse the tense. This is a common error we see in the exam papers. Yes, don't use another tense. Look at the data they are giving you. Is it a past year, like in the past, or is it in the future? Is it 2024, for example? They are talking in this year, this month, so you're going to use the present, or they are talking about like 2019 or something. Yes, they can get the epidemic crisis and you have to write about it. Yes, sure. So you have to look carefully at the data they are giving to use the correct tense. No, sweetie, I'm not giving you the tenses because this is IELTS. If you need the tenses, you have to get another course. This course is meant only for the IELTS. So I have to give you the specific things. Yes. Okay, now you have to do it yourself. Yes, very good. So you have to look at the pictures. Sorry, look at this picture and see the lines and state it. So let's first do it together. So we have here, where's the highest? Yes, this is the highest. Where is the lowest? Yes, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 lowest points. What is happening here? Yes, fluctuation. So where is the main trend? I mean, for this one, it drops and then rises and then drops and then rises. So this is a fluctuation. This is the main trend for the orange line. What about the second one? Yeah, it has one peak and then it almost stabilized and then it rises and here it falls. So where is the biggest thing here? It rises. Yes. So when you are going to describe in the overview, you're going to describe number 1 and number 2, line 1 and line 2 with the main trends. Don't put numbers. Very good. So you have like 5 minutes here. Sorry, you have get 10 minutes. Yeah, I know it's the first time, but I want you at least to write the introduction and the overview. Yes, we're going to take the body 1 and 2 paragraphs later. Okay, you can do it as a homework, but now I want you to do the introduction and the overview, sorry, the overview and the introduction. Okay, you have 10 minutes. And don't forget to paraphrase. Okay, Ahmed, here you have the title of the graph. And here he stated that the graph below compares the number of visitors to 2 new music sites on the web. And he wants you to write a report for a university lecture describing the information shown below. So you are going to write what? Yeah, where's the keywords here? Okay, very good. We have number. Sorry, this is the wrong. Yes, just a second. So you have here number, you have visitors, you have music sites, report for a university lecture. Okay. So the word describing, do we use the word describing? Yes, we use it, but in the very beginning. Okay, very well. So I will give you now 10 minutes to write the introduction and the overview. Remember, the overview only write the trends, the main trends happening in the line. Yes, you can indicate numbers from down, but not here. Yeah, to show. Okay, but don't use excessive numbers, like join the points together. Yeah, give me a general idea. Very good. I will give you like 10 minutes now. I will stop the recording, take a screenshot. And when we come back, we will continue. Did you take the screenshot? Okay, Ala, I'm going to erase it. Sorry. Okay. Now, take a screenshot. Perfect. You have 10 minutes starting now. Bye for now. Welcome back, everyone. That was great. Okay, so you have, yes, you have the Padlet. Okay, you have the Padlet site in your chat box. Now I want you to check each other's work, and we are going to discuss it in the breakout rooms. So I want you to read each one. For example, Ahmed and Ala will be checking each other's. Yes, May and Ghada will check each other's. Okay, very good. Okay, yeah. Very good. I want you now, I will send you to the breakout rooms. Open the Padlet. Take a screenshot of your colleague's work, and this is the checklist. I want you to do the checklist. I want you to see if your colleague did those things. So this is the checklist for you, but I want you to do it for your colleague. So just, yeah, like, did you directly answer the question? Like, change it. Like, did she or he directly answer the question? Yeah. Memorize this list. So whenever you do a work, you can check it by yourself. And if you need any help, send your writing to me. I will check it for you. This is the main thing we check when we are asked to check your work in the IELTS exam. Of course, I'm not an IELTS tester yet in this, but I do a lot of preparation IELTS, mock checking exams. Yes, the mock exams you are going to get by the end of the course, and I'm going to check it for you and give you the feedback. So I like all my students to be graded as the highest in the center. So please check the work. You will have 4 minutes now. Oh, you need less time. Okay, if you did it in less than 4 minutes, you can come back to the main session. Yeah, the recording unfortunately will be stopped. You will check the list together, and then when we come back, we are going to give a feedback to each other. Yes, very good. Okay, now here you go. So welcome back, everyone. Okay, so just let me share it. Yes, okay. Here we go. Is the screen clear? Very good. Okay, so what did you find out? Yes, perfect. Okay, you got them all. Okay, who got them all? We didn't do the body paragraph. You didn't do it. Yes, we're checking certain criteria. Okay. Okay, your work was great, actually, but there is some stuff I want to check with you first. Okay, when we are using the grammar, I told you before there's 2 structures. Yes. And be careful on the use, the tense use. Okay. Yes, it was in the past. Very good. So we are going to use the past structure for the verbs. Very good. Yes. And one more thing before you go, I want you to know about the vocabulary we are going to use. Yes, we have to use variety of words. So don't say increase many times. Yes, for Hala, for example, you did the first body paragraph and you used the word increase. You can use also rise and climb. Ahmed, you did the first and the second body paragraphs. That was great. Actually, you did it in small time as it's your first, I guess. Yeah, it's the third time. Okay. So You used a variety of words. That what I meant before. You have to memorize at least 3 words from each group, so you can use them. In IELTS, we are judging you according to your knowledge on grammar, structures, yes, the sentence structures, the 4 types we took before, and also on the vocabulary you are going to use. So when you use synonyms of the same word, yeah, the group words, when you use like 3 or 4 synonyms, that's too much. So we are going to write only 3 to 4 sentences or 4 to 5 sentences. So you have to combine the peaks together and combine the lowest points together. So when you are plotting, plotting means you are stating the points on the graph. You have to see which ones are the similar. Very good. You have to combine them together, like saying blah and blah and blah are rising. Blah and blah are falling. Very good. Yes. This gives me like an impression about your English. Like, you know how to describe things. This is the main idea, because this is academic English, not general English. So for academic use, you have to be more careful, because you're going to do a research later on. So the research needs from you to analyze data and stuff. So when you are analyzing those stuffs, you have to give a general idea in the beginning. So I wouldn't have to read all your research. I have to read like the overview and get like a general idea about what you're saying. Yes, Hala, that was great. You did a great job in the introduction, but I was talking about your body paragraph. I want you to work harder on this one. Yes, the spelling for you all was great. The structure was like you use the symbol, the compound, and the complex compound structure. That's good. You don't have to use the 4 types. Only 2 or 3 will be like satisfying for the examiner. But also you have to give me the vocabulary variety. You have to show me that you know synonyms. Yes, and for you, Ala, in this task, we don't use items. We just state what we see and use only the vocabulary we have. And we took before, I advise you again to view the recorded session on vocabulary for task 1 and try your best to write and send your writing to me. I will be sending you like 3 line graphs, 1 line, multiple lines, and the compound lines. And I want this assignment to be delivered by Thursday. I know all of you had work, but some of you are going to take the test soon. So I want to be able to give you the feedback before that. So please give me your assignment before Thursday. So I will check it, give you the feedback and the areas you have to work on. Thank you so much. That was our session for today. I hope you all enjoyed it and it was informative for you. See you soon. Bye-bye.